Hi, people. Welcome to the delivery room, where we talk about controversial issues when it comes to relationship issues happening on social media. That's trending issues. Of course, we follow the roads, follow it as if they hot. We they bring up like that. But then we're concerned about your personal issues. And today, let me start with a quote. You know, I always have this my intro that does the delivery already. So let me just start with my quote. Now, when it comes to love and relationships, no relationship is equal. One person always loves a little bit more than the other. The person who loves most, happens to just be at the receiving end. My name is Temdayo Anthony. I am your regular host on the program, and you know how we do it. I don't do this alone. I always have a full house where we talk about these issues. We bring it up, we dissect it. But not just me alone. I've got my people here in the studio. Starting off with new faces. Yes, we just had to make a switch to it. Let's up it a little bit. Baby, we're still here, Sha. We don't have where to throw him. So he's still here.
Yeah, good to be here. I'm good.
Great to have you. And we have Adiola. Adiola, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Very glad to be here.
Really, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
You're used to Kenny. Kenny is the female version. But today we have a male version of Kenny. Kenny Alpha.
I'm okay. It's nice to be here.
But we're glad you can make it.
Thank you.
And we just made a switch like, let's have male and female Kenny. No, let's do male Kenny. And the other time we had Taiwo Kenny. So today we have Kenny. But not the other Kenny. So it's a full house. You can see that. Now, our topic of discussion today, we're looking at, are relationships better when the man loves the more or the woman loves the more? Which works for you? What works for you? Would you prefer it for your partner to love you more, or would you prefer to be the person loving, giving the attention, and doing it all? I'm starting with our female in the house. Adiola, what's your take?
Thank you. My take actually is that relationships are preferable when the man loves more, actually. Yes.
Not you doing the loving.
No, not like I wouldn't do the loving, but there should be like, okay, I'm loving too. Of course, I wouldn't be in a relationship if I'm not loving him. But I'm loving too, but let him love me more.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's perfect. Let me move it to Kenny. Kenny, your take?
Yeah, for me, I would prefer the man to love more. I love more because in the thing of love, there's hierarchy to it in relationship issues. And I feel the society will tilt towards, in the relationship, what the man will do in that relationship. But for now, let me say, I think I will love more. I prefer to love more than my partner, you know.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Abib.
I think I'll take a different direction, and I think for the reason Adiola said, like having the partner love you more, is the same reason I would say I prefer the woman should love more, because when the woman loves more, it creates there's less problem. I think there's less problem when you know that irrespective of anything you do, anywhere you go, there's always someone there for you as a man. I think that's key for me.
Won't that at some points feel that she's been pushy, that she's been forceful? Because if she's the one doing most of the loving, and you just have that back thought that, okay, I have somebody here, someone who is doing all the loving, I'm just going to be a man. She's going to do all this. She loves me more, so I don't have to be so much commitment. And remember, now in relationship ought to be 50-50, not 60-40 or 70-30.
Well, I think that relationships cannot be 50-50. And I think that at different points it can be 60-40, it can be 90-10, it can be 20-80. But it cannot be 50-50. And when you make it look like, when you say 50-50, it makes it look like it's a this is a very tricky thing to say, but I don't think both partners should be equals in a relationship. I think there should be a balance where you make up for someone else, the other person's deficiency, and the other person covers up for you. So at different points, I don't think it should be 50-50. So I think it should be a 60-40 at certain points, could be 70-30 at certain points. But the fact that there's the core of you and I want to be together, you and I are in this relationship together, then I think however the matrix goes, does not really matter.
Dila, he said he doesn't see a relationship of 50-50. Now, you said your man should love more, but is there a possibility that we can have a 50-50 relationship?
Actually, there is no possibility whatsoever to have a 50-50 relationship, because this is the human emotions we are talking about. This is the human psyche. Now, this thing is relative and very subjective. There is no measuring tape to say, okay, this and this must be equal. No, I feel no. But I have a question for him.
Go ahead.
Abib, you said, okay, you want your woman to love you more because wherever you go, wherever you come back. What makes you think you will come back?
Well, that's...
If you do not love the woman more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that men are thinkers. Men are thinkers. That's how they are wired. They are wired to whatever situation or whatever decision they want to take. They think. They make thorough, not as opposed to women. No, I'm not saying women are not thinkers. No, women are wired emotionally. Yeah. Now, these are two strong points, like two strongholds for two different people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're telling me that you want your woman to love you more, trust me, he has thought it through.
Yeah,
he has thought it through. Now, trust me, as he has said, he wants someone to be there for him when he goes. He has thought it through. That he will go.
So you think
he knows he will go.
But let's even
ask him where is he going.
That's a different.
He will go. Ask him, please.
He's going.
Ask him.
That's a context, right? Me saying going does not mean I'm going like literally. It means that I have a consciousness that when I'm going up and about, when I'm doing my own thing, when in my own personal struggles and all of that, I know that there's someone there for me at all times. And I think that gives some sort of comfort.
I think you're
that when I can't say that, oh, Nami love him, she know who could love me.
No, I think you're just giving strength to my point. In the sense that if a man is like not home or not with his partner at that point in time, what will take him to still be thinking about his partner when he is not with his partner? Is it not love?
But in fact, the same reason you say that because you think you love the person more, that's why he wants to come back home. It's the same reason I would think that, oh, someone back home loves me, someone back home needs me, and I should go back home.
All right, so let's move this to Kenny.
For me, clearly, I want to look at the society that we are first. Because if the man, like I said, I'll prefer me to love my partner more. Why? Because she said men are thinkers. Women naturally would love you. Yeah. Men does not key into that. Yeah. Naturally, like that. Yeah. No. Now, if I do not build myself to love my partner, now there's going to be a disconnect. A total disconnect. That is why it gets to the point where you say, the man don't care for the wife, for the kids. He just leaves them. He just goes. He does not care about what they eat or what happens to them. Do you understand? So until you build yourself to that point where you love overboard your partner, you love the woman more, then there is a balance of understanding. Do you understand? There's a balance of understanding that, okay, I am secured. It's more or less like security to the woman. I am secured in this relationship. Another woman will not take my place. But as long as she's the one that loves me more, she's in doubt every day. Are you sure this man will not bring in another woman?
Okay. Now, let me answer that. It's the same way you say that when if you think it offers more security for the woman when the man loves more. It's the same thing I think it offers security when I know that the woman loves me more. So now I'm not there are different contexts, there are different scenarios that we can play out that makes it look like, oh yeah, maybe I'm trying to be irresponsible, or maybe I'm trying to be to start doing things that because I don't think I love her. No, that is not the issue. there's an establishment of a pact here. We are in a relationship.
Okay.
So that is basic. That is the foundation. That's the basis of everything that we build on, right? So at different points, of course, there will be times that one needs the other more, and the other person needs the other more. So all of those scenarios will play out at different points in time. But I'm saying that at the basis, at the core level, when I personally know that, oh, this person cares for me more, it puts me on a certain pedestal that I don't know. I feel there's nothing can stop me.
Okay, so now I'm going to jump in here and say, once you get to a point whereby, because you know this person loves you more, you might just take it for granted. Wouldn't you take it for granted?
Yeah,
that is the point I want to go to him.
That's a risk.
You begin to take like a decimal positioning, where you spend more time at the beer parlor. You come home 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Why? Because you think she loves me. She's not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen. And why I said I would prefer the man to love more is because in the quest of the relationship or marriage, the children looks up to the man.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, it's key. So when you hear children want to talk, they tell you the way my father loves my mom is on another level. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It's okay. When you say the way my mom loves my dad, it sounds on the other side. For me, that's why I want it that way.
I think I understand that. But like I said, you wanted to ask. Of course, there's risk in everything. People will tend to misbehave. Even the woman you love more might misbehave, might take all of these things for granted as usual. And we have seen it play out in different times that it is when the partner loves more that the significant other starts misbehaving or start taking them for granted. That's a risk, yeah. But I'm being personal about this. I think that yes, me loving more means that it's not like it's too much.
You loving more or the woman loving more?
No, I'm saying me loving more.
Okay.
Me loving my partner more does not really how do I say, does not really do it for me, because on my own end I know that I'm good, right? But I need to be sure of this. So
but is she not also supposed to get the vibe too? That
but it does not mean I won't love her. We are talking about
who loves more.
Who loves more, right?
What makes you think she's not looking up to the fact that I want my man to also love me more? I see myself doing this all the time. I see myself committing. I see myself doing so much.
So like I said, at the core level of the relationship, all of these things will play out.
Let me ask you
at different points.
Let me ask you. I want to break it down.
Kenny,
yeah?
I'm sorry you have to hold that thought.
Okay.
We need to go on a short break. When we come back, our conversation continues. Remember, you're still watching Dr. Living Room. Welcome back to the living room, where we talk about controversial relationship issues. And today, we're asking, who should love more in relationship, the man or the woman? And it's dropping like it's hot. I could drop it here. I'm going to move on to Adiola. Now, you talk about your man loving you more. You prefer the man loves you more and all. Like I asked the beat, won't you take it for granted? Because we're humans. Sometimes we get used to some things. Because I know my man will always come back to me. We fight, he will come back to beg me. Issues happen, he will always be there. Won't you at some point take it for granted? Because we be woman now, we know how we behave.
Yes. I get you. I get what you're saying. But before you can understand my answer, I would like to let you know that a woman's first instinct is to love. Yeah. Her first instinct is to nurture. So from the get-go, that's where you see I might not have any normal feelings. Let's say Abi be sitting right across from me and maybe he has been checking me out before, but I'm not having any feelings for him. Maybe I didn't even notice him. But once he approaches me, then I'll start considering him. For you to know the kind of the hierarchy, like he said, the hierarchy. So if I love my man more, how do you feel? How do you feel it will look like?
This can play out in.
How do you feel it will look like? That would be like almost times 1 million. Because on a normal, I'm a lover. then I now love you more than you love me.
Yeah.
Come on.
But,
Come on. We won't be able to strike that balance. I will never, as a person, will never take a man that takes me seriously for granted. Write that anyway.
But this is not an argument.
We're human. What I'm letting you know is we are human and we are women.
We are human beings. And check out the society. Check out the society that we are in. Now, society has endorsed a lot of things for men. Society has endorsed cheating. Society has endorsed a man leaving his home and be like, what did you do as a woman? So now, are you now telling me that a man that loves his wife more or a man that loves his girlfriend more will still cheat? Check around. Ask men around. What is the excuse they give you? What is the excuse they give you when they don't want to cheat? They say, I love my wife.
But they still go ahead to cheat.
Those ones do not love their wives more.
Candy, oh yeah, let's come to you. I love my wife, but you will not cheat.
I'm enjoying the conversation, really. But the truth is this. Let's look at it. For me, the man loving the woman more, like I said the other time, is more or less like security for the woman. It's like locking down that relationship for the woman. Because relationship keenly, women takes it to the other level. Do you understand? Now, when I say you love your wife more, now let's play it round. The woman loves you more. That means, because love is given. So that means, on a natural, the woman starts giving you almost everything.
Attention, care.
He buys you suit, he gives you money, he buys you a car, he buys you private jet. Because love is given. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. He takes you out for dinner. In fact, she has taken you out for dinner 10 times that you remember that for once you want to take her out for dinner. Do you understand? She remembers, she's the one that remember birthday, she's on the anniversary, Are you understand what I'm saying? But on a natural, women are like that. Do you understand? If she now loves you more, it becomes, sometimes if she loves you more, she might become petty. She wants to hold you. She in the public, she wants to cuddle you. She wants to, do you understand what I'm saying? But if the man does love you more, it's more or less like an authority. You understand? Established. Other women sees, man, the way your husband loves you, it's on another level. I like the fact. Do you understand? So when we gather, Habib, when we gather, and your wife loves you more, and we're going out, Habib, Nibolo, where are you? Yeah? Where are you? What are you doing? Habib, when are you coming home? Habib, friends, we'll start, come, what's your problem? Your wife, we too, we have wives now. Do you understand? But it is okay if your man, women enjoy it more.
They love it.
That he's calling every 5 minutes. What is happening? Are you understand what I'm saying?
I get you. Right?
Correct.
But I'm saying that at this level, at the level of these examples you gave, reciprocity is normal in relationships. When someone gives you,
give and take.
Give and take. Yeah. When you do all of these things, it does not mean that you don't love your wife. It does not mean that you don't secure, you don't give her security. I even feel that for a woman to love you more, it means she has seen something valuable to love, to put all her emotions and time into. Yeah, right? So that means you're valuable as well, right? For a woman to do all of that for you. So that's some security, right? So, but what I'm saying is that the way...
What kind of security? What do you mean is a security?
Security for that relationship.
For the woman to love the man more. How?
Security for that relationship.
How? The woman cannot bring a man home.
Well, it can.
But the man can actually bring a woman home.
And she will have to live with it.
Yes, I understand, right? And I understand that. Like I said, there are risks to this thing. And of course, as humans, we can go overboard with certain things. We can misuse or abuse opportunities and all of that. That is natural. But let's put that. Of course, it's an issue. But let's put it outside. Let's talk about the basis of the relationship, of the you and I in the relationship, right? So I'm saying that I am already, I'm like you said, the man is supposed to be, there's an hierarchy, the man is supposed to be an authority and all of that. The man is supposed to provide societal constructs. The man is supposed to do all of these things. So in doing all of these things, right? So I'm pushing through all of that, right? But I need to know that, okay, after all of this, I'm going back home to someone that really loves me. Right? I'm going home to someone that I know that at least
Committed.
bad as it bad, I know say this person did behind me, kakaraka, right? So I'm even less worried about what she does, how she does. I don't think.
So you are saying you will be secure.
I don't need to have trust issues.
Are you saying you will be secure in that kind? Now I have a question to pose to you.
Yeah.
Thank God you mentioned security. Now we say okay, the man is the head of the home. Yeah. Now are you willing to put something as fragile, genuinely fragile as the home in the hands of someone who is less invested in the relationship?
No, but that's what we're saying.
No, thank you. Thank you very much.
Children.
Yes.
Yes.
But we're starting up with just the two of you. Who is loving more between the two of you? Can you have
for me? Yeah. Well, let me break this down so that we understand. On a natural, when a man loves, women are doublers. Yeah. Whatever you give a woman, she doubles back to you. Men are not like that. In fact, you have to give 10 times before men will begin to consider. Okay.
Let me say
do you understand? Do you understand? So, when you love her more, what you just did is you just activated the multiplier effect inside that woman. Okay. Do you understand? That's why I said the man should love more, because the moment you love her, she just senses this guy loves me more. Yeah.
So,
you know what? She begins to double it.
Point I made earlier that when you know that at this level of this commitment, right, this other person.
Let me tell you the difference between what you're saying. You saying I want my wife to love me more, than I love her. Women, in some certain way, are wired to begin to go down trajectory when they do not get back the energy that they want in a man. Over time, I have seen it. You are not loving her, just normal dates. You meet her 1 week, you're not calling her constantly. She wants all the calls, everything. Call me. What? That. I want hello. What's up? How you doing? I just let me say hello. If you're not doing that, you met her, you didn't give her that call for like 2 weeks. Guess what? You call and say, hey, hi, what's up? You say, who is this? And you're like, who is this? How? My phone number, you didn't say it. Why? You know why? She has moved on.